Hello everybody, once again, it's Isaac here, Ultimate Gaming. So I wanted to present to you something I found out recently upon noticing the massive damage reduction with critical save and also on the move. Um, there, it's actually very interesting because on the move and critical save are a multiplicative damage reduction. And what I mean by that, and I haven't figured out exactly what the multiplicative damage reduction is or how exactly to calculate it, but this is what it should do or should calculate as. So right here, I had a friend of mine shoot me in the head in the DZ without smart cover, and the critical headshot was 7,477 damage, right? So from 7,477 damage with smart cover, let's type this in, 7477 times 0.25, which would mean it's a 75% damage reduction. It would equal 1,869, and because it's 0.25, it rounds it down. So from here, we should be able to say, okay, smart cover plus critical save equals a headshot of 7, or times that by 0.60 because of critical save, right? So smart cover with critical save activated, and because while on the last bar with smart cover, because with recharger mod, and this is why recharger mod is one of the most powerful, and I would say is the most powerful smart cover in the game. It's because it's constantly giving you skill. It gives you 20% skill haste. It actually pushes your skill cooldowns past the limitations of 20 seconds, and I'll demonstrate that in a second. Um, so now we should take 1,869 and times that by zero point 0.6, which will give me the supposed damage reduction. And as you see, we get 1,121.55, so that would display as 1,122 damage to the player because it's rounding up from 0.5. But it doesn't work that way. With critical save activated while in smart cover, while in my last bar of health, um, I he got 748, and I tested this with 3 different people, and they all got a huge damage reduction. It was like a massive damage reduction between with critical save activated in my last bar of health. So that means critical save is multiplicative. So I wanted to go a step further and see if on the move was multiplicative, and it is. Because if you take 748 and times it by 0.70, right? That's how much I should be getting. But I'm getting even more damage reduction because with on the move and critical save at the same time plus smart cover, I get a damage reduction of 400 and or damage reduction even further. That's again multiplicative. So now you have critical save. That's multiplying on smart cover, right? And then on the move is multiplying on smart cover with critical save. So now you're getting an even further damage reduction. So I thought that was really interesting, and I thought you guys would like to know that. And I'll demonstrate real quick what that basically looks like, real quick. And oh, real quick before we do anything, skill cooldowns. So by default, right, because I have or 3 tactician, well, 4, 5 actually, 5 on right now, 4 tactician on. If I go down here, past skills, right? So skill haste, 20%, right? So 20% on 20 seconds is 16 seconds, right? And, you know, whenever I pop a smart cover, let me move this cable here. Let me go to here. You'll see that I'm supposed to get a cooldown of 20 seconds, right? So I throw that down, pop it, right? And then you'll see that I get exactly 16 seconds to that, right? So once that's done cooling down, check this out. If I drop smart cover, so box plus smart cover, and then stay in it, you'll see just how fast it comes back online. And it comes back online in like 12 seconds. and boom, it's back online. That's how fast it cools down. So while in smart cover with this on, I think I get like a total of 70% skill haste. No, skill haste 90%. Huh, where's... That's interesting. And I'm also getting 50% resource signature gain. Okay, so we started with 20. Let's put down the box and see what we got. 70%, so 20, that's, wow. And then an additional 20% from the smart cover. So, yeah, that's skill haste in a nutshell real quick. I'll go into a more in-depth video later about skill cooldown. Um, there's a bunch of videos out there, but I'm just gonna do it because I think there's some interesting facets that I bring to the table on the discussion for a lot of people that don't know everything, which is a lot of people I talk to. I still feel, while playing the Division and going into the Dark Zone, that there is a lot of misinformation and people don't entirely understand this game just quite yet. So actually, you know what? I'm going to fast travel over to Lexington Event Center. Alright, now we're back. Okay, so, as I was saying, is I feel there's a lot of misinformation still within the division, and I really feel as if I'm helping people clear up a lot of that misinformation, and I would really like for people to really understand the game more. Okay, so here we go. You're going to notice that... I don't want to mess with that. Alright, so we're going to let him push me in my last bar, but because it's constantly regenerating health, it'll kick in my critical save once I'm in my last bar. See, critical save just kicked in. And see how much less damage I'm taking now? So if I put down, say, this box here, I can keep moving along because of the restoration is so much per second. See, I almost died, but now I'm going to be able to come back out of this most likely because of how fast my box heals. But as you can see, it automatically kicks in critical save once they push me into my last box or last sector of HP. I wonder if I can survive this. This may hurt. Yep, and there you go. So basically, that's why I use Recharger specifically. I think it's the most powerful one, just smart cover in the game because of the specific fact that it allows you to recharge and automatically kick in critical save, and because critical save is apparently multiplicative, a multiplicative damage reduction, then that basically allows us to even further reduce beyond 75%. And if you so happen to get or if you're on your last bar of HP and you have a guy in your group that is running smart cover with recharger on it, he'll be able to basically make you a lot stronger. But if you get on the move plus critical save and then you jump into smart cover, well then you're going to be very, very strong in that instance. So you're going to have a lot more HP than people think. And this actually recalculates a lot of resistances, because before I was calculating it just additively, but because it's a multiplicative resistance now, then it's a lot more powerful than I originally thought it was. And if you know anything about tanks and my fascination with tanks, I personally feel tanks are the strongest and best builds in the game, and I feel that a properly built tank team will just literally step all over most people in the Dark Zone, because they're not running EDR. More than half the players are not running enough EDR to protect themselves against a properly, a really strong sticky bomb or flamethrowers or anything like that. And another thing about EDR that Marco Style pointed out is it gets stronger the more you put onto it. So if you're running over 50%, the more you put on it, the more effective it is, if that makes sense. So that being said, yeah, so that's the basic gist of that. I discovered that today. I'm really excited to discover this because I think nobody actually knows about this. I've never seen anybody mention this in any video ever. So my new personal goal, is to release a new Division video once every 3 days or every other day. I'm not decided on how often I can release content, but I'm going to try my best to reach the goal of every 3 days and see where it goes. I have 30 subscribers right now, which is great. I want to get past my first 100 subscribers, so please like, share, subscribe if you're first time seeing this. Refer your friends, people, I'm very small, but refer your friends. Maybe Skill Up or somebody else, big in the YouTube community will see this and actually see that I'm trying to, bring new information and cool information to the table for the division, and also making some awesome guides. I really hope this takes off, and I really want to stick with it and see where things go. Well, have a good day, and everybody enjoy your time, and I hope this information helps you, and yeah, peace.